Hi guys, it's Sofia Tilbury, and today I'm going to be doing a makeup tutorial on how to get the perfect makeup for all your conference calls. As we're all working from home, we're all working on our phones, on our laptops, on video calls, so I thought it'd be a fun idea to show you what kind of makeup look I do, how to enhance your features with all little makeup tricks, how to get a gorgeous glow, and I just feel like when you do your makeup, you feel more confident, you feel better about yourself, so I thought it'd be a fun idea to do a makeup tutorial. We have some amazing kits for you on charlottetilbury.com, and we have incredible savings for 20% off. I'm going to be using the iconic contour, lip and magic moisturiser kit, and this has magic cream in it. It's got the Filmstar Bronze Glow in it, and I'm doing a really natural makeup look on myself. I will always be wearing a moisturiser and a bit of bronzer, and I'm going to start my makeover with using Charlotte's Magic Serum, and I've been using this for 2 months now, and it really has transformed my skin. I've seen such a difference since I've been using this product. I'm just going to get a small amount and press that into my skin, and this has got supercharged ingredients and it's absolutely incredible. It really does feel so good on the skin. It feels so fresh on the skin. And I've been using this every day with the magic cream on top. And my skin has been looking really good since I've been keeping up with my skincare every day. It has polyglymatic acid in it, and I hope I'm saying that correctly. And that is 4 times more hydrating than hyaluronic acid. I'm going to be using the magic cream, and I'm obsessed with this because I use this every single day. I use this on all my celebrity clients. I use this on all my models. You will see it in every single tutorial that I do. It's great because it's got vitamins A, C, and E in it. It's got hyaluronic acid in it. It's got bionic peptide. It is the best moisturizer, and it really just keeps my skin so hydrated. I love the way my skin feels when I put this cream on, and you can see on the camera how glowy it instantly makes my skin look. I'm going to be using Charlotte's Magic Eye Rescue, and this has got time release retinol in it, and it's amazing for smoothing out the appearance of fine lines. And I just use a little bit of this underneath my eyes. So for my skin, I always like to let my skin breathe during the day as much as I can. I'm going to be using Magic Away Concealer. And what I love about this concealer is that it's a concealer, but it can also be a foundation. So I do use it as a foundation a lot of the time. And with this, I like to use 2 different shades. So I'm just going to use it in areas that are needed. I suffer with a lot of redness on my skin. I'm going to use shade 7 around my face. And I'm going to be using shade 4 for underneath my eyes just to brighten up my under eye. But because I get a lot of redness around my nose, I like to add a lot of it in the center. Just on my chin, I get redness here. I don't really have that many spots at the moment, which I'm really happy about. Honestly, I love to use my fingers with this, especially if this is just like a daytime look. You've got 5-10 minutes before you get on a phone call. I honestly would just use my fingers for this, but you can see how natural this is and how easy this is. And this is what I love about it. You can build it up into a concealer. So if you've got a big spot, you can put it on and it will conceal it. And it also works as like a foundation. And I love that it still looks really dewy because I like my skin to look really hydrated and dewy. And then I'm going to use shade 4 just so underneath my eyes because I get a lot of blue underneath my eyes. So, and this is just going to really highlight my under eye area, and they just work really quickly. To set my makeup, I'm going to be using the Airbrush Flawless Powder. You can see I use this all the time, and I just love to use this down the T-zone, and I get really oily skin. So I like to use quite a lot of this. This powder doesn't make your skin look talky. So for my brows, I love to keep them looking really natural. So what I do is I just brush them up like so. If I'm doing a light eye makeup look, I always tend to go lighter on my brows. What I do is I just fill them in at the front, and I love this pencil because it really does give you a brow lift. And then I just kind of bring it above the arch, which is lifting my brow and then extending it slightly. Really natural, super easy, doesn't take too long. Now onto eyes. So I'm keeping my eyes looking really natural, and that's why I've chosen the Charlotte Darling palette. It's because it's got all these warm natural tones in them. I find warm tones suits absolutely everyone and all different skin tones. I want to keep it really fresh. I want to keep it really light, really pretty. I'm just going to be using these three here, and mainly these two with a little bit of that. I always like to use matte first. The reason for that is because I find it just shapes your eye, contours your eye, and then I always love to use metallic in the center. So I will do this on myself and all my models and all my celebrities. That's what I always usually do. I start with a light matte and then I'll build it up with metallic over it. So I'm starting with that third shade, and I'm just using my blender brush for this. And I'm just going backwards and forwards. And then I'm just gonna go with my smudger brush and add that same shade just underneath my eyes, all along the bottom lash line. And then I'm gonna go in with my fingers with the metallic shade, and I'm gonna mix these two together, and I'm just gonna tap that on into the center of my lid, like so. Like so, see? Eyeshadow done. That is all I do. That is it. Next on is mascara. I'm actually not going to do a feline flick today, as this is a really natural look. And because this is quite a warm look, I'm going to use Hot Gossip lip liner. Like, I love it. It really is such a pretty lip liner. Perfect. So that's my lip liner. So for my lips, I'm going to be using Stoned Rose, and I'm just going to add a bit of this in the center, just lightly. And this is a kissing texture, so it's really creamy and it makes your lips look super hydrated. For bronzer, I'm going to be using Filmstar Bronze Glow. Focus that. I always like to suck my cheekbones in. Focus that underneath my cheekbones. But then I kind of just brush it all over my cheek. And I really just love that kind of bronzed, tanned look. It's my favorite kind of look. I'm just gonna add some of this onto the temples of my forehead, blending that up into your hairline, because you don't want that white line at the top. Like, I just look suddenly like, I'm alive, it's me. So for highlighter, I'm gonna be using the Filmstar highlighter. And I'm just going to use a bit of that on my cheekbones. I want to feel glowy and dewy, so I'm adding a bit of that Filmstar highlighter. And then I'm going to add a bit of Hollywood Flawless Filter. It's a customizable complexion booster. You know what I love about this highlighter is that it's really natural. But what I do with this is I put it along my nose, and I love that kind of little shine on the nose, and it also just makes my nose look a little smaller. And then for my cheekbones, and I just use my finger, but you look at that. I mean, double highlight. Tap it with my fingers, but you can see my skin. It really is one of my favorite products. I'm feeling myself in this look. Not gonna lie, this really is my look. I love this look. Super natural, and I love how easy this is. So if you guys do recreate this look, please tag me. I'd love to see you, all your natural, beautiful makeup looks before you get on conference calls. I'm gonna get on one now with Charlotte, actually. So every time I'm on a conference call with her, she's always like, "Ooh, darling, what's on your eyes? Darling, what's on your lips?" It's a constant thing that Charlotte does with me. Love you, Charlotte.